Heyo everybody, Haku here with the Goon Valley special. We have One Piece chapter 1160. We're doing the live reaction bingo as usual, so link down below in the comments and description if you want to make your own bingo card. I update the generator every week, and I am actually recording this fairly early, so it'll be up early for patrons and channel members. So if you want to see these One Piece videos early, I post them for patrons and channel members when the scans come out and when I get a chance to read the scans, and then I make them public for everybody when the official translation comes out, just because, you know, I've been spoiled by YouTube before, and I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be one of the people spoiling people. So I just wait and post the full thing officially once the official translation is out. But I am extremely excited. One Piece has been killer. For me personally, I was late on last week's chapter, so it's only been a couple days for me, and I'm excited. I really hope this lives up to all the hype, all the build-up, and now we're finally here at Goon Valley. So I don't think there's much more for me to say other than to start reading. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna discuss it as we go, and we're gonna play bingo. So if you want to play along with your own card, it'll be different than mine. Link to the generator, like I said, will be below. Let's see what I got on mine though. What I got was Goon Valley, the perfect first spot to get. New named character, a flashback, which will probably be in, of course, Marine, Yonko, Cross Guild, Mosa Reveal, Child, Kidder Heart Pirates, ooh, that one's rough, Imo-sama, Vivi Wappler Morgans, Food, Free Space, which we can click, Blood, Sweat, or Tears, Gorosei, God's Knights, Devil Fruit Awakening, Straw Hat Grand Fleet Representative, that one's probably not happening either. I mean, we could see Hyridine, actually. New name Devil Fruit, Potential Dad. Just in case, I put Dragon in parentheses so everybody would know what it meant. Revolutionary, Seraphim, King Harolder Ida, Thousand Sunny, and Named Attack. Wow, I got a really good setup, I feel like, this time. So hopefully I don't get screwed over. But last chapter was insane, and this one's actually titled The God Valley Incident. Nuts. Okay, let's start. We have a cover story frontispiece. We have chapter 1160, The God Valley Incident. And we have Yamato overlooking the flower capital. Onichild Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 42, overlooking the flower capital at the hall enshrining Odin and his comrades. Okay, so the hall there is a shrine for Odin and I guess Izo and what was the other one? Shutenmaru are there too. And that's maybe the one that we saw like Kawamatsu and Kinemon praying at in the ending or whatever for Wano in the anime. Okay. Like, we've probably seen it more, I'm just not remembering the most out of it. And I'm taking this in just wondering if there's anything else that we're supposed to be noticing other than just, you know, Yamato and the flower capital. That's it. Like, again, a lot of this cover story has been kind of, that's it. But it seems like that's what we ended up with. So did I get Wano Piece, which is going to be a free space this week? I did not get Wano Piece. Alright, well, you know, let's start reading the actual chapter. So we start off, we're in the flashback, we're on Goon Valley. I immediately am seeing... Sorry, I usually try to only look one panel at a time as to not spoil myself on anything, but I immediately saw Saturn and Garling on the left. And I've got to say, Garling, last chapter, for me, he's like so evil. He's like a really cool villain. I think that Garling is super, super cool at this point. I think he is an awesome antagonistic character. It's cool the way it seems like he's like making his own moves within the world government. He has his own like evil, selfish desires. It's so cool. It's so good. In addition to that, one thing that I noticed, again, like not on my first reading, but I always read the chapter multiple times and stuff. I end up doing all that. One thing I noticed was from Ochoku's reactions, it seems like Ochoku was a traitor. Ochoku sold out the Rocks pirates here, either killing Marlin and, kidnapping Shaki himself, or at least being one of the reasons that led to that. So I like that potentially adds more of like a revenge element as well to Blackbeard taking Pirate Island back from Ochoku more toward the present time. I like that it adds more depth to that relationship. So here we've got Goon Valley already. We're in a flashback. I'm assuming we're going to see a Marine, but I guess we technically haven't yet. And I wanted to mark off God's Knights if we have it and Gorosei if we have it because of Saturn and Garling. Okay. Behold the Davy clan, that loathsome lineage. They've been hated since their ancestors. And also, remember, Rox said that, his family was here, and he sent his wife to be with his family and said, count on the Davy clan, which means that his wife isn't a Davy, but Rox is a Davy. But it also means that Blackbeard, I guess, isn't a Buccaneer. We still don't know what a Buccaneer really is. But that means, Blackbeard's mom is someone else, and she's been sent there, which also means that we have people lined up. They're going to be Davy clan members that were living on Rocks Valley, or Rocks Valley, God Valley, that were Rox's relatives. So that could always be a member of the Davy clan being Shanks and Shamrock's mom. So we'll see. And also that could lead into what she was saying to Dragon, please don't let him have my kids in the official translation. Very cool stuff there. That loathsome lineage. They've been hated since their ancestors' time. No one would even try to show them any love. Sever their bloodline. Are they Buccaneers too? Okay, so they're questioning if the Davies are Buccaneers, but we still don't know what the Buccaneers are. It's too dangerous to allow them to live. Oh, wait, don't throw things at them yet. Exterminate them. This day will go down in history, and they're throwing weapons. The prey of the human hunt. And we have people lined up and chained. The one in the background to me kind of looked like Saul there for a second. Quit throwing knives. You'll be penalized if they die prematurely. Oh, ha, ha. Okay, so we're seeing what Blackbeard's mom looked like. And this young Blackbeard. This is so interesting to me. One thing I wanted to add to the bingo card generator that I just now remembered I forgot to add. I wanted to add Buggy to the bingo card generator. If we get, Buggy, Blackbeard's brother or something, I just thought it'd be very funny. Sever their bloodline. And we see Teach being scarred at a young age by the Tenryubito. This is quite the find, Garling. I can only credit fate for it. Now, let's introduce the favorites for the individual competition. It's too late for me, but my little ones, I want them to be raised by someone with a warm heart. Please, don't hand them over to him. And we have Shanks and Shamrock's mom. So, how does Shamrock end up in his situation? And same with Shanks. Is it a case where they were both raised away from Meriwa and then came to Meriwa as adults? Like Shamrock said, Shanks lived there for a while, but he was too poisoned by the outside world. Maybe Shamrock doesn't consider himself too poisoned for the outside world. And when we saw, when we got the, it's all up to whoever grabs the One Piece, and we see those 12 characters, and we have both Emu and Garling, so it's okay, so Garling kind of might have his own plans outside of whatever Emu has planned, but we also see the silhouette of Shamrock there. Does Shamrock have his own plays and plans he's making? Not saying Shamrock's a good guy, he might still totally be evil, but he might want some kind of revenge on Garling for killing their mother or something. Then, you and your children may be strangers to me, but I want to help. If I can't do that much, then I've got no business standing here. And we've got Dragon running off. There are 150 rare rabbits to hunt down. That's not to mention the 13 super rare ones. Whoa, Each one of those is worth 10,000 points apiece, and we see Kuma. There's only... Okay, so in addition to Kuma, there's like 12 other super rares. There's only 1 hour before the hunt begins. Now run, little rabbits. Is this a joke? Are they really going to kill us? Give us a good chase. Wah! We see everybody running off, including, like, the elderly who are in a bad position. Everybody's chained up, so they're all, like, in a really bad position. If we can hold out for 3 weeks, we'll make it. 3 weeks? Oh my god, that's so much. All we can do is run. Find a good hiding spot somewhere. Let the hunt begin. Oh ho ho. Where are they? Where are they? And we have a bunch of the random loser Tenryubito. Please don't cry. Yeah, there you are, you rabbits. Please spare our child. I beg of you. And we have the gunshots going off anyway. Moo ho ho. And we have these spy snails looking in. Or at least maybe not even spy snails, but the judge snails maybe, to see who's getting the kills. Please help me. Don't kill my husband. And we have all the people being slaughtered. So again, just upping up how evil the Tenryubito are. Like, we seriously... there has to be some serious stuff to happen to the Tenryubito in the end, you have to think. This is extreme evil, and they do this every 3 years. Home of the gods, the holy land of Mariwa. We have people cheering on, watching. The Figurlins are in the lead, but holy shit, the Bavette and Manmare families are hot on their tail. I think we have 11 of the 12 families we know so far, and Bavette would be our 12th. So, again, if you're used to my other videos, if you're used to Kubera and stuff, you're probably used to this kind of thing. But let's see if I can remember what we know off the top of my head. Like, of course, we have the Gorosei families. So you have Jay Garcia, Topman, Shepard, Marcus, and who am I forgetting here? I said Jay Garcia, didn't I? Oh, Ethan Barron. So we have those 5. Then we have Nerona, Emu's family. We've got Figurland. We've got the Nefertari family. Then we've got the Don Quixote family and the Manmare family. And then the last one I think that we knew, the 11th, would be the Rimoshifu family, Killinghams. So this would make Bavette the 12th we know that I think. There might be one that I just left out there. So now we know 12 of the 20 families. So Bavette and Manmare families are hot on their tail. And before I continue, I guess at this point I can mark off anything else we may have gotten. I don't think we got any new named characters here. We did see a Marine. We saw Potential Dad. Yeah, Potential Dad was the Marine here. I don't remember if we saw food. I might have to go back. We've definitely had a child at this point. No Imasama quite yet. Definitely some blood. No cross-guild members. I'm having to remind myself who all was in cross-guild. Like, I wonder at this point in time... I guess it depends on how old Mihawk is. I was like, I wonder what Mihawk... I thought this before, too, what Mihawk would have been doing during all of this. Because we've seen, like, so many of these older generation characters involved in this flashback. And Mihawk is just still a character that we know next to nothing about. He was called Marine Hunter. So you would wonder, like, what's going on with him. I think that's... we got revolutionaries, technically. I think that's going to be it for right now. So we filled in a lot. Some of you could even already have a bingo, potentially. So, we're seeing Garling killing people. Oh, Garling! Who'd you bet on? House Shepherd for the clan contest, and Gunko for the solos. Okay, so we're seeing these bets. Really? Well, it's your choice, but there's only one God Steel among the knights. And then literal Japanese uses God Sword or God Tool. So I wonder, the God Tool is maybe a weapon with a devil fruit power? Okay, it could be a weapon with a devil fruit power, like in reference to Garling, and we're going to see like whatever Garling sword is, because we know that Shamrock sword is the Cerberus, and Shanks' sword is literally named Griffin, so it's easy to assume that Shanks uses the awakened Griffin mythical fruit with his sword. So we might get a look at what Garling's is, or God Steel could just be sort of an epithet. And we're seeing this detailed look at a younger Gunko here. God's Knight's House Manmayer, St. Gunko. House Manmayer scores another massive round of bonus points. We have all these innocent people being slaughtered. Must be nice to be St. Garling. Knowing a beauty like her is going to be his wife soon. People are looking at Shaki. Although I guess it's still all up in the air. And we never, other than like her like making Roger have hard eyes and getting kicked down and stuff, we never really particularly saw Shaki fight. So it just makes you wonder, like, she was the Empress for a while. How strong really is Shaki herself if she wasn't captured? Oh, you climbed up pretty high, and this one has a target on its back. Did they all have targets, or is it just the super rares like Kuma? I remember Kuma had a target. And then, hop on down, I laid out a nice thorny cushion for you. And we see the sadism of Summers at play. Go away. Stop, that's my kid. Dad, don't worry, I'll catch you. Ah, how touching. And we know how his power works. With the way people care. Now we have Dragon among the bodies. I thought by helping her I could defy the celestial dragons. Yet my entire platoon ended up executed. Okay, so he was able to run off helping her, I guess. And it would make sense they eliminate the Marines involved so that they can't tell what's going on to the outside world. And that's why they use like random cadets and stuff, so that they can just wipe them out after using them. They were all present, I assume? Naturally, sir. Where the hell did that dragon kid go? Don't tell me he wants to meddle with what's happening on the island. It's here, it's here. That buccaneer brat's worth 10,000 points. So we're going to have this connection from the time they're children with Dragon, who again, still at this point, Dragon's only like 17. Dragon saving Ivankov and Kuma, having this connection, and Guinea having this connection already. You will never win if you play their rigged game. And there's also still the chance that, you know, Bonnie's father could be a random nobody, or Bonnie's father could be something important. Then focus on escaping it altogether. We have Ivankov leading. We're escaping God Valley. They've still got hope. Moo-ho-ho-ho. That's 10 kills in a row for my prized rifle. There's another shot aimed toward Kuma. But, damn, and we have Dragon killing a Celestial Dragon. That is a huge crime, and that's probably, he could, at the age of 17, immediately be one of the most wanted people in the world for the murder of a Celestial Dragon. We have somebody else coming in shooting. What? Off the east coast. And there's a massive explosion. Oh, what's that? It's the Rocks Pirates. I'm getting goosebumps. What a crazy chapter. Just constant action. There's no time. We're being swarmed by notorious pirates. And it's not just Rox's ship, but a bunch of ships following in the wake. And we have this massive shot of the Rocks Pirates again. Listen up, fellas. They've got Shaki here with a bunch of treasure, not to mention devil fruits. Ain't no point in us killing each other over this stuff yet. We've got to work together for now. We'll divvy up the booty once we're back. And there better not be any belly aching, got it? And from right to left, we got Streusen down there, we got Stussy, you got Newgate, you got Barbell, Rox himself, of course, Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki's in there, John, Gloriosa, and Kyo. So that's 11 of the ones that we know. Don Marlin's already been taken out. Ochoku's not with them. So again, the Rocks Pirates might get taken out here on God Valley. And Ochoku just takes control of Pirate Island from there after the dissolution of the Rocks Pirates. So the other two we know of, we don't have Gilbastar here, or Ganzui, I don't see in this panel. We can't share Shaki. The answer's obvious, isn't it? She'll fall for whoever saves her. Damn right, I'm not backing down. Nah, Shaki's gonna fall for whoever hauled truly Goon Valley, hauls in the most treasure. Suit yourselves. I'm just here to save a friend. That said, if she does fall for me, I wouldn't complain. What? How could you say that, Newgate? The betrayal for Stussy. If I save Shaki, Roger should be grateful, right? Ochoku didn't even leave the pirate island. She'll probably ban him from the bar, says Streusen. How stupid can you get? Heaven and earth could flip, and Shaki still wouldn't give any of you losers the time of day. Hey, Linlin, you're gonna save one of those devil fruits for me, right? Says Kaido. Fire. And then... So, we didn't see Ganzui during this whole thing, and the last time when we had the panel of the Rocks Pirates showing up at God Valley, I don't think we saw Ganzui either. We saw Gilbastar there, but we didn't see Ganzui there in that panel either. This is tedious. Ram 'em. We've got to get away. Give up, you lousy Marines. Follow me, crew. And they just crash through. This is bad. Pirates are here. What's the Navy doing? If anything happens to us, we'll hang you all. And then, come in. Please be advised, the West Coast is a danger zone. We see Dragon and the kids. The Roger pirates have docked there. It's a miracle you're not both crying after all this. Okay. Interesting. So, again, it just makes you wonder what happens with Shamrock. Get the Celestial Dragons to the center of the island. Don't let them get hurt. And we still saw very little of the Davy Clan stuff. What's going on? Is this the end of the world? First Rocks, now Roger? The Roger pirates have made landfall. Oh, I'm here to save you, Shaki. You guys have no chance with her. Focus on stealing the treasure. The Roger pirates. And we have all of them here. Okay. Save Shaki. Sorry. And who is... It almost looks like Roger was the one immediately knocked out. But it can't be, yeah? Okay. Weird. Huh. Guess the game's over. What are you doing? Do something. Pull those Marines back. Are we going to get a good shot of them? Pull those Marines back and see to it that the Celestial Dragons are protected. The Knights of God are rallying. This one in the background looks so cool. It looks like one of the numbers designs, actually. And then we have this one that actually kind of looks like Moria. With the like face shape and the horns and stuff. That really kind of looks like Moria. We have the one with the scythe that we saw before, the woman with the black hair we saw before, Young Summers and Garling, the guy from the Manmare family. And we see Knights of God. Oh man, I really want to get more info. And are some of them still going to be alive to play a role in all that's to come and everything? Really interesting how much the one looks like the numbers, though, and how much the other one looks like Moria. Pirates keep pouring in from every side of the island, especially given all the Moria stuff we've gotten recently. Warships commence retaliatory fire. Don't let them land. I think we're done for. We have another big 2-page spread, and this is going to be the end. Okay, I didn't look at anything yet. I just wanted to see if there was a thing in the corner, if it was going to be the end. Okay, first panel. Pirates keep coming one after another. We don't even know their objective. Gwa! And we've got Shiki and Whitebeard again, seemingly like the wings of Roxas Pirate King. Hey now, I'm not gonna stand by and watch while you dice up my troops like vegetables. And we have this toss from Garp, sending everyone flying. Huh? And Rox and Roger both take notice. Again, how does this end up with Rox and Garp? Or Rox versus Garp and Roger. Wah, that ship. It's Vice Admiral Garp. I'm here. Reinforcements have arrived. Garp's fleet. And again, the lurking legend. You still got, God, why am I forgetting his name in the heat of the moment? Freaking, God. With the fedora, sorry, I'm forgetting his name. Ordinarily, oh man, it's right on the tip of my brain. This is bothering me so much, actually. But either way, we have them cheering, woo, we're saved, break next week. We haven't had a break in a while. It's reasonable. And the legends have assembled. We have Garp at the end. So yeah, the Marine, or the Admirals are shit tier. They are nothing in this generation, apparently. We need Garp. Garp is like the only savior they have. So Garb is there. God, why am I forgetting his name? Ordinarily, I would just bring it up at the drop of a hat, being like, there he is. But now, I'm being dumb. Bogard, why am I being so dumb? Either way, though, we have, like I was too distracted. Back to the bingo, though. We'll see what we get here. We did get Yonko, which means if we have a new named character, then this works. Do we have a new named character? Like toward the beginning and everything? Where we were getting introduced to some of them? I don't remember if we did. I'll have to look back. No cross-guild members that I can think of or anything like that. We didn't get to see Imusama. I don't know if there was any food. I don't think there was, but again, I'll just glance back up through. No Vivi Wappler Morgans or a named Devil Fruit. Really, no Harald or Ida in this entire thing. And this flashback still has so much more. If we're seeing like straight up the God Valley incident here, which almost to a certain degree felt like a weird place to see all of it, but I'm not complaining. We still need to figure out what happens with the rest of Loki's childhood and what happens with Harald's death and everything. We have so much more that we need to see here. But I guess that was it. We didn't see a named attack. How on earth did I not get a bingo unless we have a new named character? Let's go back and look. It's insane, though, that we might not have had a new named character. I am so excited to see more of the God's Knights, though. I really want to learn more about some of these characters. Yeah, none of them. Weird. And also, is that panel supposed to be like Roger getting steamrolled, run over by his crew or something? I still can't tell, because that definitely, panel to panel does look like him. Is it because he said he was here to save Shaki and the other said to focus on the treasure? Again, just going from panel to panel, I don't know what happened here with Roger. Did he just get jumped by his crew or something? Maybe I'm being really dumb. Also, whatever happens with Dragon, like, we know how Shanks ends up, but how does Shamrock end up in his situation? I'm so curious. And then if Tritoma shows up to help rescue Shaki, or even if they meet up after Shaki's rescued or something, like, is this something to do with how Dragon meets Tritoma? But having Luffy wouldn't come for, like, probably another 17, 18 more years. So there'd be a long time before Dragon actually had a kid from here, even if he did meet Tritoma. So there's a lot going on there. And also, Dragon killed a Tenryubito, so he might be, like, we've seen people super wanted for less. He might be one of the most super wanted people just from right here at 17 years old. He killed a Celestial Dragon already. And it's hard to think that nobody would see some of this stuff with everything being, like, broadcast and all. Alright, just glancing back through to see if there was any food that I noticed. There is drink that I noticed with John. Just seeing if I noticed any new named characters or anything either, but I don't think so. I was trying to see if any of these random citizens that got killed called each other by name. We do have a new name, but it's not a new name character. We got the Bavette family, which is huge too, because we're learning more of the 20 families. And the bets are interesting. Betting on Shepard for the clan contest and Gunko for the solos. So Gunko is known among the Celestial Dragons and respected. And Gunko has this connection to Brooke. Good chance could be Yorkie's daughter. Like, we don't know for sure that Yorkie died. Yorkie could have even survived the situation that he was in. And for them to be a special family is pretty crazy if that's the case. So we have all of that kind of stuff set up as well. And just toward the beginning, seeing the absolute depravity of the hunt that happens again every 3 years. Also, like, 150 rare rabbits and 13 super rare, so there were 12 up there at Kuma's level of being hunted. We barely got to see anything. We only get this little glimpse of Teach's mom, or what we can assume is Teach's mom. And there's not really too much I feel like you can get from it, because she just looks like a lot of One Piece faces. A lot of One Piece faces look like that. There's the big guy with the long beard. Kind of looks like Adult Teach a little bit, not fully. The one in the background almost has a Saul kind of look to him, but of course they're not like giants. So I wonder what's up with the rest of Rox's family here. Or like Rox's clan, I suppose, the remnants. Like, because are they the other 12 that count as the super rare rabbits? So much to think about, once again. And also, just the people wondering, are they Buccaneers too? We still don't know what Buccaneers are, but it seems like from what they said that the Buccaneers and the Davies are different things. Just like Davy and the Will of D might be separate things, unless he was Davy Jones like Tony Chopper. And maybe that was a hint all the way back then. Also, what are we doing with the Yamato cover story? Because, like I and people have been saying, it is much like mainland Wano, where a whole lot of nothing has happened. It's been really, really, really freaking long, and a whole lot of nothing has happened. Like, what were we supposed to gain from this week's chapter? I don't know what we gained from this. I'm looking back at it now and I still don't see anything. It's just Yamato looking at the flower capital. Is that it? That's it? Okay. Well, with all of that aside, looks like I somehow managed to not get a bingo still, but that was an incredible chapter once again, so I'll end things here. Thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction, how'd you do on bingo and everything. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks or by sharing around, it's appreciated. But if you want to help support the channel, help me to keep making videos, also get your name at the end of videos, and get One Piece videos a bit early, usually, then hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. And thank you to people who are already members and patrons. I haven't checked in a couple days, so I don't think there's anything I need to change. But if there is, sorry, I'll update it soon. It's just been a couple days since I last checked. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Holly and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, JA and VD Band, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pater Real, and Elsa the Storyteller. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.